Okay, here we go with the explanation for the close-up magic set. Now we have already covered these in video, so I'm going to cover over the setup and a few finer points just very quickly. So as you know, with the only red card, the setup is you have a red card, red back card, and it's matching blue backed card. So that goes underneath the red card completely at the bottom. You have a card selected. It doesn't matter what that card is. You then take the bottom half and place it on top, which puts the red card on top of their selected card. You spread through the cards showing the red card. You then execute a double lift showing the card that they selected. That's 2 as 1, obviously. That card is now placed aside. You can place it under the card box. We don't need it anymore. The next, we have to force the bottom card, and the way we do that by having them take some cards, place them on the table, marking the place where they cut the cards, have a look at the card, remember what it is. Now you go through, it's the only red card that you can see. The only red card they can see is the 4 of clubs. Now in the performance you may have seen that I shuffled the cards at the beginning of the performance, which is something I don't know that we covered in a lesson, but again, I didn't explain it in this instance, but you certainly, I think I mentioned the milk shuffle. A milk shuffle is where you have the fingers contacting the bottom of the deck, and as you pick up cards, I'm using my hand, I would normally shuffle cards this way, but just so you can see what would happen is you pull the cards up, you shuffle off cards this way, maintaining those cards on the bottom. So from the front it looks like this, you're shuffling the cards, the whole time I'm maintaining those 2 4 of clubs on the bottom of the packet. So that's how we achieve that. So I'll place this card away as we don't need it any longer. The next in the close-up set was the ambitious card. So we have the card selected. It goes on top of the pack. It is shuffled using a jog shuffle. You then go to the break. You shuffle off down to the break. Their card will be on the top. I think that was the selected card. I'll do it again, I'm sorry, it's a little bit late. So this will be their selected card. We shuffle off. Their card will be on the top. There's the card on the top, but we are not going to show it first. We're going to make an apparent mistake by doing a double lift. There's your card. Oh, that's not your card. We can rub it onto the back of the hand and have it change. The next time we do it, we get them to, the card gets shuffled into the pack. We get the spectator then to cause the magic to happen this time. Now, of course, this time it is on the top of the pack again. And if you wish, you can execute another double lift. Say it's not on the top and it's not on the bottom, but if you snap your fingers, it comes back to the top. Next is the slop shuffle. So the spectator's card is on the top of the pack. What we want to do is shuffle it down to the bottom. So we pull off 1 card. You might run 2 or 3 cards, then start running packets of cards so it's on the bottom. And you can do another milk shuffle, maintaining that card on the bottom of the packet. And then you're pushing small packets of cards over, and then you're turning them over. Pushing off more packets of cards, turn that over. And you continue that all the way down to you get to the bottom of the pack. Just that one single card, which that's their selection. It goes on the top just like this. Then you show that there are cards deep, you cut deep down into the packet, like so, showing there are cards back to front. You cut higher up and saying there are cards front to back. And then you'll find the natural break and cut to the cards that are back to back. So there are the cards that are back to back, and as you show the cards like that, you replace them, effectively turning that packet over. We don't just want to turn the packet over, we show them this way and they go back like that. We then explain that it would take a long time to go through all the cards to find theirs. So what we'll do is we'll cause a little magic instead. All the cards now facing the same way with their selection the opposite way around. So that is the slop shuffle. We then move straight into the coins. Bring the coins out onto the table. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, as you pick them up in a stack, what you're doing is you're allowing 1 to drop into your hand as you toss them over to the left. Touch the thumbs or give them a wiggle. show 1, 2, 3, and 1. We do the exact same thing again, but this time just with 3 coins with our 1 coin to drop. Throw those 2 over to the other hand. Pick this up, cause the magic to happen, 1, 2, and 2. The next is the joke, with this one travelling across visibly. And then we toss that coin up into the other hand, do the fake pass. These 3 coins can be held by the spectator or the volunteer, and it joins across, so you've got the 4 coins. Next we have the sponge ball trick. So you've got 4 sponge balls in the pocket. I just had them in my lap for the performance. So you come out holding 2, you just in your finger palm, you point to their elbow and you reach and you produce one of them, keeping this one held in the fingertips. You can then cut it in half on the table with your finger like so, showing 2 balls. Then we do the trick where they apparently change places, and it's just a joke to set them up for when we do the false transfer a little later on. So we put one here, this one goes inside their hand, and oh look, they've changed places. But of course that sets us up to that. We'll do it again. That was a cheap joke. We'll place this one here. You hold on to those. Mine is gone, and there are both of them here. Okay, so when the person opens their hand, that gives you plenty of the attention is directed to their hand as they open it slowly, and as you lean forward, you'll be able to reach inside your pocket with your hand and grab another 2 balls. And you do almost the same, pretty much the same thing you did at the beginning. So, oh, that's not fair, you're cheating. You had 1 in your elbow, so you now have 3 and 1 secretly in your hand. Then we go into 2 in the hand, 1 in the pocket. So we pick up 2, put all 3 into your own hand. This one goes away in your pocket. You bring it back out secretly in your hand and reveal that you have 3. So you pick up 2, holding all 3 over here. Then you take this ball, it actually goes into the pocket and it stays there this time. Then you show that you have 3, and to vanish them in the end, you pick up 2, put them in your hand, and you take them out again, picking up this, going into the pocket, and then you show that all the balls have disappeared. So there's a brief overview. If you've got any questions, you can always email me, but that's the explanation for the short magic performance.